Hello, I'm Jeff from Moss LED, and this is a tutorial using the DMX Cat app, showing you all the RDM functionality of our new IllumaDIM controllers. This is the DMX Cat. If you click on the RDM controller icon, it'll bring you to the RDM screen. This will show you all the devices that are hooked up to your DMX Cat. We only have one right now. This is the IllumaDIM 6 on the left. If you click over on the left-hand side of that device where it says IllumaDIM 6, it'll bring you to the Quick Settings tab. The Quick Setting tab, if you go into the device label, you can change the label to whatever you want. So say this is the camera left riser LED. Then we can change that and hit the send button. That'll send that down, and now it's updated to camera left riser. Next, under the DMX personality, allows you to change from 8-bit to 16-bit mode, as well as change the number of DMX channels that are in use for the controller. So the standard is 6 DMX channels for 6 channels of control. RGBA white is typical, but you can hook up any constant voltage LED to the controller. If you want to go into 16-bit mode, you can go down to settings 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we want to do a true 16-bit mode. We can go and hit number 8, and there's our 16-bit mode. It takes up 12 DMX channels. And if we want to change the DMX address, we can do that here and go to DMX address 24 and hit send, and that'll update. Next, if we hit the little bulb icon in the middle of the screen, that will send a waving hand emoji onto the IllumaDIM 6 display. So it'll identify itself so that is the one that you are highlighting. It will also send 0 to 100 up and down on your LED output. So it'll flash the LED output going to your LED strip, so that you can identify that controller as operating that LED strip. And we'll turn that off. Next is our RDM functionality. So if we go in here, the first tab it brings you to is the basic info. That's the info that we just changed. The next tab over is our product info, which it shows you the model, manufacturer, software version, factory defaults, and collect RDM info for City Theatrical. Next is our status there. This will show you if there's been any errors that have happened on the controller, such as low voltage or high voltage or short circuits. Next is our sensors tab. The sensors tab will tell you if it's receiving, what voltage it's receiving. So here we're seeing 10 volts DC into the controller. The next current channels 1 through 6 there will show you how much current is being sent out to the LED strip. This works starting at 2 amps, so anything below 2 amps it does not sense, but at 2 amps or above it does. The next tab over on the top is the control. Here we have our preset playback. So the IllumaDIM controllers allow you to have 3 preset scenes. So if you want to go into here, we can say preset scene number 2, and we can say capture preset. So that will save the preset to number 2 of whatever the LED values were at on the controller at that time. To recall that, you just go here, you hit 2, and then you hit the send button, and now it's playing back preset number 2. Below the preset playback box, we have the reset device. We have the warm button and the cold button. Warm will reset any kind of errors that have happened on the controller, such as short circuit. And on the right, the cold reset will reset the device completely as though you had removed power to it and plugged power back in. Next, we're going to click on the load self-tests down below. The load self-tests here allows you to play back just a number of different test playbacks of the controller, so that if you don't have DMX handy, you can do that on here. We've got our color change, we've got our fade, and then we've got our individual channels 1 through 6 that you can bring up individually. Say, for example, we wanted to bring up channel 1. You would hit channel 1 and then the button to the right. That's the start button. And now it is outputting just channel 1 at full. The next tab over here is the dimmer tab, and we have two settings here. One is the curve, so that is the gamma curve. It allows you to weight more of the DMX values from 0 to 255 to the bottom end of the dimming curve or to the top end of the dimming curve. 1.5 is the default. Next is our PWM frequency or modulation frequency. This is the output of the LED frequency. So you can change this to line up with whatever your camera settings are so that you don't get your flickering on camera, which happens on a lot of controllers from time to time. So in this screen, you can see we can change it from 1000 hertz all the way up to 35,000 hertz in 1000 hertz increments. So if we wanted to change that to 12,000, you just tap it and then that'll send that down to the controller. Next is the manufacturer settings. So these are a little bit more advanced settings than most controllers have. Our top one, DMX termination. It has built-in termination to it, but you do need to turn it on or off. Next is the status LED. So you can set the brightness of that from off to 5 being max. Display brightness is the next one. 0 is low and 1 is high. Display timeout is 0 is off, 1 is on. So if you want the display to shut off after a certain period of time, you can turn that on or off. Next, we have our software update. If you just wanted to update this one controller, then you could go into software update mode and then go into our IllumaSync software and update it through that software. Next is dithering or smoothing. So this relates to the dimming curve of the LED. So when you're going through dynamic effects or scene changes, if you want to add this feature, which is default is on, it will smooth the dimming. Next is our load and save setting profile. So the save setting profile, if you liked the settings that you've set on this controller, including the PWM frequency, gamma curve, you could save this to your settings profile, and then you could load those settings to other controllers. Again, using the IllumaSync app is much faster because you can do multiple controllers at the same time, but this is a great way to update many controllers all at the same time without having to go around to them individually one at a time and set every single setting. So this saves a ton of time for commissioning a project. And also if you do have to do any kind of updates in between scenes. So that is the, I'm just going to save that. That is the tutorial. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below or send us an email, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.